It's just about game time as we're settled into Tampa's Raymond James Stadium. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out. It's now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a fourth-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Kid, I don't think I'm the only one wondering whether or not age is catching up to Cousins. He was often injured last year, ultimately benched at the end of the season. But this is a guy who will enter the year top 20 all-time in passing in the NFL and been a durable starter for the majority of it.
Cousins looking to throw right away here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Third down, Bucs in the dime set defensively. They put Mooney in motion right. Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Falcons, first down. First and goal, Atlanta.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is first and goal. From the red zone on first. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long.
Raheem Morris in strong disagreement with that call. He's going to challenge this.
Previous play is under review.
Ooh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a very early challenge, but a good one. Calls overturns, and that's going to unlock a third challenge for them if it gets to that point later in this game. Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
Baker now off the play fake. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So second down coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. That's caught. It's Kate. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down, here's Baker. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Irvin here from the gun. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Right back to Irvin now. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
At the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
14 yards. Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Baker out of the pistol. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, on behalf of all of us here at EA Sports, hope that you are having an excellent Thanksgiving day. And today, of course, also our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration across the NFL, where we recognize the impact John had on generations of football fans, from his days as a legendary coach of the Raiders, to his decades as a broadcaster, to his influence on new generations of fans as the namesake of our game. And all of us here proud to remember his impact on the sport. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins now. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. This gets forward to around the 29. Stop that time by Jamel Dean.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. He's got it at the 24. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Irving on the counter. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Third and long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 from the 32. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Cousins hits him on the out route. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Robinson on the inside give. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Design quarterback run here. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Completed over the middle. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Cousins is going to go on 4th. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Running it after the penalty. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. This is Irving on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Irving trying to run for the first. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's D. Alford. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And motion the tight end over. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
So that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Out of the gun, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Dumps it off to Robinson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
1st and 10 from the 32. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. A toss, running right, it's Irving. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Baker now from the gun. Finds the football outside. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. And air it out on 3rd. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Carter on the return. Things going well so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. On the play fake, it's Cousins. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. The Buccaneers pick it up. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead off the turnover.
Quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. We gave it away, and even worse, you watch him return it for 6.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Buccaneers 24, Falcons 7.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Alford now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
All set to go now from the 35. First down throw for Cousins. Called in left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10. Cousins. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running here with Bijan. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Catch made over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Falcons first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll motion the slot man right. They give here to the motion man. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw, Cousins. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. The give to Irving to start this drive. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. D. Alford getting there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Bucs who are in front here at Raymond James. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. Back deep for the Falcons is Mike Hughes. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing his Cousins. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Prior pass, no good, so here comes 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here come the Bucs on offense now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Dump off caught by his back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Second and 3 now. To throw, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Baker throwing again. That one's good to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. Down the field, Evans has it. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. That's got to come back. Line up the design keeper. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Alford now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A gain of 15 there. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Kate, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say feed, the run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Here's Cousins on the keeper. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, Cousins. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this one belongs to the Bucs.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
Ball's backed up. Now they've got 2nd and 7. Baker now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down throw here. Mayfield finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's Mayfield. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Mayfield set to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Cousins, a quick throw, complete. Tackle made right around the 26. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Back to throw. Cousins has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, a run to Robinson. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. It's Cousins once more. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Okay, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Baker now. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, Kate, having a tight end who could run so much of the route tree just like a receiver and make those plays, gosh, it opens up so many possibilities for an offense.
1st and 10 from the 43. Right side, this is Ibuka. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To throw is Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. Get a first down, that's a bonus.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Buccaneers have that football, partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 17, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's the give to Irving. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Baker out of the pistol. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Trying to run with Irving. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers put up even more points in a win. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
47, Falcons 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Alford now to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. So first and 10 now from the 30. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On second down, Robinson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Irving on the inside give. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
At the same spot after the incompletion, it's second down. Mayfield now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Third and long for him here. Setting up the screen. Wow, and they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing fourth down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. An option give to Robinson. Erase this across the 25. And finally taken down up at the 31-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Tight end in motion left. First down throw for Cousins. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Cousins. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Throw left side, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good enough for Atlanta, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. To the air, Cousins. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively. There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Going with Irving here. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over
Onto the field
first
runs
and
the
10
Atlanta
at
offense.
their own 20-yard
They passed on the
line.
field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Cousins. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 1st and 10, Cousins. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Cousins to throw once again. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. Running it after the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He's brought down by
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
31-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Now it's Cousins. Guess who? Pitts has another. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
A gain of 9.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
3 yards.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Looking to throw, Cousins. And he's got it, it's in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.